Hello, Conquerpreneurs. I am Seneca Williams. Welcome to those of you who this is your first time here in the Conquer Lounge. Thank you for joining us and pulling up a seat. Now, usually on the last Thursday of the month, we do a monthly sister circle for business support where we can relax, relate, and release. Obviously, we're not doing that this Thursday, and that's because I am practicing what I preach. So let me introduce myself to you if you've never met me before. My name is Seneca Williams. I'm a licensed therapist and a coach and the founder of the Conquer Network. I support women entrepreneurs in my private therapy practice, but also as a coach, I support entrepreneurs who are dealing with business anxiety, business burnout, or workaholism, which are all things that can affect our mental health. But I believe that we should focus on prevention before focusing on treatment. And this is why I am not just a therapist, but I have this community because I want to help us to build mental wealth and business. Hustle culture is canceled in the network. So the reason why I decided to record a video is because I had a therapy session. I had 2 therapy sessions today, and I actually kind of feel like I have a headache. And I know by the time I pick up my daughter from school, I'm a mom, I'm a solo mom of a teen daughter. By the time I pick her up from school, we talk about her day. We, sign all the forms. School started, we sign all the forms and do all that stuff. That I wouldn't be able to be my best self for you. And I want us to not only build mental wealth, but I want us to know how to work smarter, not harder. So let me know if this sounds like you. You are working a 9-to-5 and building your business, because I want to know who's here, who I'm talking to, and what you're going through. Or you're very new in business. It's the first couple of years. You're trying to grow things. You're dealing with some business anxiety. You're not sure how things are working out. Or maybe you've been in business for a while and you're in the growth phase. You're in either a beginner in business or you're in growth phase. So, you're either in startup first couple of years or growth. And now in growth, you are feeling a new level of anxiety because you're climbing up, you're achieving some success, but you don't want to burn out. You're constantly working and it feels like you never ever have enough time for everything. You don't have enough time to get all your work done. You don't have enough time for the family responsibilities and the family commitments. You don't have enough time for you. So what do you end up doing? You end up putting everything above you, and then you probably put yourself down a level, and then down another level, and then down another level. So if this sounds like you, you're in the right place this evening. So when we do the sister circle, I like for us to ground ourselves and be in the moment, be in the moment. So to do that, I would encourage you to kind of, wherever you are right now, hopefully you're not driving, but wherever you are right now, in your seat, I want you to take a moment and I want you to ground yourself in the seat that you're in, planting your feet flat on the ground, allowing your body to feel the chair, feel the seat, dropping your shoulders, truly releasing. And I want you to take 3 deep breaths from your diaphragm. You want your stomach to be going up and down, because oftentimes when we are on autopilot, we don't realize that we aren't really breathing. And we go through our days so wound up. So let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. We're going to inhale. And then we're going to hold as long as you can, usually for a count of 4, and you slowly exhale. Let's go ahead and take 3 deep breaths and release our day. 1, inhale. Exhale. All right, on that exhale, I want you to imagine blowing up a big, huge bubble. You can even make a sound when you're blowing out the air. We're gonna do it 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, and we're gonna do it one more time. Inhale. Exhale. How does that feel? Hopefully you are still here with us because I want to talk about how we can get into autopilot as entrepreneurs, as the go-to person with no one to go to, how we can end up getting in a space where we don't even realize that we are not okay. Mind, body, business, we are not okay, mind, body, and business. We're just kind of just going, hustling. And we don't want to do that. I know that on social media, they will tell you all these things about team no sleep, hustle hard, go hard, keep going. But maybe that's not for you. And that's okay. That is not the only way. I have been blessed to encounter entrepreneurs who actually are making money. They actually are making the dollars. They're not posting their receipts on Instagram, but I know personally from talking to them, they have the receipts. They are making the money and they do not believe in this hustle culture of going nonstop and 24/7. They do believe in working smarter, not harder. And as a therapist, it is one of my missions and my passions and my callings, I am trying to conquer my calling to help entrepreneurs find a new way. And I'm kind of creating this on my own because there's no blueprint for it. It's brand new. You might hear people like Ariana Huffington talk a lot about self-care. She created Thrive Global. Very few millionaires are also talking about how do you manage your mental health? How do you build mental wealth? So this evening, even though we are not live right now, and we're not face to face, I want you to take the time this evening to think about 2 things, right? So, one, I wanted to welcome new members. Welcome. If you are here for the first time and you haven't gotten a chance to do so, please post your picture, post your business and what you need support with, or how you'd like to give support in the Conquer Network. 2, I also wanted to share with you something that's really important for your business growth, whether you're in startup phase or growth. And that is, do you actually practice self-care? Now, I see every Sunday, I'm scrolling through Instagram, I'm looking at Facebook, and it's like self-care Sunday, hashtag self-care Sunday. And people are posting that, they went out to brunch or they're hanging out at home with their families or they're taking a nap or something like that. And I want you to know that self-care is way more than just spa dates and getting your hair and nails done. There's nothing wrong with that. Trust me, I like a spa date, some brunch, getting my hair and nails done, but there's so much more to it. So I'm actually going to share my screen because I want to share some resources that I will upload into the network, and you're going to find them when you go into the network, into the lounge. You'll find them in the menu where it says Conquer Mental Wealth. I will attach some worksheets there that you can go through so that you can spend this time focusing on your self-care. Because I want to also make an announcement at the end for you. And that announcement is about a very special event. So let me go ahead and pull up that worksheet for you. Hopefully you can see this. So it is a self-care assessment. It is a self-care assessment that I share with therapy clients who are coming to me because I am the entrepreneur therapist. I support entrepreneurs in managing their mental health and their business. And what I find out is a lot of you are not taking care of self-care on a regular basis. And one of the ways you can do that is being intentional about putting you on your schedule. When was the last time you put you on your schedule? Probably don't put you on your schedule. You probably put everybody else, everything else under the sun on your schedule. And then if you put you on your schedule, you probably cross it out to do something for somebody else first before you do it for yourself. So we don't want to do that anymore. So let's look at the self-care assessment really briefly. Self-care are activities and things you do to maintain good health and improve your well-being. So you don't want to just go to self-care activities when you are having a breakdown or when you are completely burnt out or you are full-on depressed or having a panic attack. That's not what it's about. Self-care activities are a routine. They're a routine for you, and they are part of something that you can incorporate into your day-to-day life and in your business. How many of you are working through the day and not actually taking lunch breaks, not actually taking a break and a breather to think about your thoughts, to pay attention to how you feel, to refresh yourself? So as you see here on the sheet, it goes through physical self-care, which is eating healthy foods, taking care of personal hygiene, exercise, wearing clothes that make you feel good about yourself. I want you to actually really look at physical self-care and see if this applies to you and where you are on there. Either you're doing this poorly, or you'd like to improve this, or you're doing this well. Then when we move down, we have psychological and emotional self-care. Take a look at that. Do you take time off from work, school, or your other obligations? Take time off from your business? Do you do that? It's something that you have to think about. And you might think it takes away from your business, but I'm going to actually try to find the research on it, because there is research on it, but it actually is going to contribute to making your business better. And you know why. When you're stressed out, how are you thinking? Not too clear. How is your decision making? How are you interacting with others? How do you want to show up? It's hard, right? I know. Keep going through that list. Talk about your problems, find reasons to laugh. So you want to look at your psychological and emotional self-care. Then as you move down, you are going to be looking at social self-care. So joining community networks helps you with your social self-care. I can't tell you how many times my business friends, my business besties were there to support me. And my goodness, I think if I was doing this entrepreneurship journey, this is year 6 for me. So 6 years of this entrepreneurship journey. If I were doing this all alone, without community, without network, without business friends and business besties, I don't even know that I would still be doing this. I'm honest, like I really had to think about that, because there were times I wanted to quit. And then, they talked me off the ledge, like, come on back, you can't quit. You got a calling that you have to answer. So I am so thankful, so very thankful. And some of you are in this network, you're watching this. Thank you for being part of this network. Thank you for being part of this community, because you are part of my social self-care. Thank you so much. We talk about business, we talk about life, we laugh about business, we laugh about life. It is so important to have that. If you're not in community, get in community. If you are in community, participate, post your comments, your questions, ask for help. Use your community, social self-care. And then there is spiritual self-care. Thank God for God, because for me personally, you don't have to be religious, you don't have to believe in God, but I know for me, I definitely have to pray. I definitely have to rely on my faith, because sometimes you have to believe in things that you can't see in business. You have to believe in things that you can't see in life. And it is a practice, it is a routine, and we have to make time for it. So how is your spiritual self-care? And then there is professional self-care. There's professional self-care. So you're looking at all of this and you're probably thinking to yourself, well, wow, I may not be doing as well as I thought. I thought that doing the hair and the nails and the brunch and the spa was enough, but I'm looking and I'm seeing that maybe there was more here. And this didn't even go into talking about boundaries. Boundaries is a form of self-care and self-love. Do you have boundaries for your personal life and your business? Because how you do one thing is how you do everything. If you don't have boundaries in your personal life, chances are in your business, you don't have the proper boundaries with your clients, your colleagues, people that hire you. And that could sabotage your business and make you feel resentful, frustrated, anxious, or depressed. So I want to click over here. I didn't make up the term self-care prescription, but I created this thing called my selfie script. The concept and idea of the self-care prescription is actually from a book. I don't have the author's name right now, but I will post that into the network as well. And it is the self-care prescription. When you think about self-care as a prescription, it is prescribed. It is something that you need to do to be okay. You take it more seriously. So I'm also going to share this in the network as well. So you might be wondering, like, okay, this is cool. Like, I want to do this, but are you really going to do it? We talk about self-care, but are you really going to do it is the question. I want you to think about that. How many times do you say you're going to do something for yourself and then you don't do it, or you say later, or next week, or next month, or never? Do you really do it? I want to share something else with you as well before we go. It is an announcement, and I also want to share with you something that I am offering for those of you who are part of the lounge. It is the Conquer Network's first retreat. It is a virtual retreat. It is a virtual retreat because it is an opportunity for you to, one, be poured into all day. I'm going to teach you, as Coach Sen, me and friends, we're going to teach you how to do self-care for mind, body, and business. So, sis, you cannot get into modes where you're burning yourself out, crashing, nothing is happening, and then you get back and you're burning yourself out, crashing. You can't do that, or you can't get in modes where you're so anxious that you just freeze up and nothing happens. So the Mental Wealth for Business is a virtual retreat. It's a one whole day where you treat yourself like a VIP. You're the boss of your business. So if you're the boss of your business, you need to give yourself a day off. That's going to be September 10th from 10 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. It is a virtual retreat that is not only going to teach you about building mental wealth, it is also going to teach you about lifestyle strategies. It's going to teach you how to think in a smarter way about how you do things. So let me give you a little bit of an idea of what's included. So it's a VIP experience, meaning we're going to keep it small so everyone gets attention. It is a radical act of self-care for you. It's allowing yourself to be poured into. I know that you're always pouring into others. It's your turn. We're going to conquer our mental health. So we're going to talk about how we are managing our mental health and how we can cultivate mental wealth for business. Because the thing is, you might be awesome at a job, and then an entrepreneurship triggers all kinds of mess that you didn't even realize were there. Then we're going to talk about body. I have a treat for you guys. You are going to interact with a yoga expert. interact with a yoga expert. We're going to have yoga. We're going to have a yoga session, you guys. And our speaker for the yoga session is an ex-Rockette. Yes, y'all. We're going to conquer business operations. So I have a business attorney coming on to talk about the things that kind of make us feel anxious and on edge in business to help us. And we are going to also have someone from business marketing and branding come in to talk about how to use automations and systems so that we can make it simpler. We can simplify marketing so we're not always on. So you're going to get a retreat guidebook. The workshops are interactive. There's going to be breakout sessions, retreat gifts and prizes. This is a little bit about me. Hustle culture is canceled, y'all. As we saw what happened with Simone Biles and Naomi Osaka, we're not Olympians, but we do a lot for our communities. So we may be Olympians to the people that look to us to support them. So no more ignoring your mental health. So here are the event details. And if you want this information, I'm going to post it in the section of the network that has announcements. So I'm gonna post it in the bulletin board. And I've been in Thrive Global, Voyage Miami, NBC, shout out Miami. So that's a little bit about the event and me. And what I'm going to do, since this is the first time that I'm doing this event, is I'm going to also be posting a code for you to attend this event for free. I didn't even show you all the speakers. Let me show you the speakers real quick. Let me just show you the speakers real quick here. I'm going to be posting who the speakers are, but we have Coach Cass. Coach Cass has been seen all over. She has a TED Talk, been seen all over television. She is the love expert, and she is going to be helping us to talk about how to make room for life and love in business. Because sometimes we get on autopilot and we forget about fun. We forget about love. We forget all that stuff. And she specializes in that. We have Joy Cook, Inspiring Joy. She is a life strategist. She talks about money management, money mindset, and basically everything. But she is the life coach that, definitely helps to get you on the right track. We have Savonia DeBarros. She is an attorney that helps entrepreneurs in making their business protected and feeling safe and secure in their business. We have Desiree. She's going to be our yoga instructor. We have Kim of Foolishly Creative and moi, Seneca Williams. So that just gives you an idea of who is going to be here and who's going to be pouring into you. So I thank you so much for tuning into this evening. And I want you to take some time, look over those worksheets. And I want you to comment, how's your self-care doing? And if you are going to be attending our one-day virtual retreat, let me know, because there are gifts, bonuses, and prizes for those who attend. And like I said, this is our first one. So everyone that's here, invite at least 1 or 2 people into the network. Invite them into the network because they might need this day more than you know. I know they might need it more than you know. So I will definitely respond to your comments. Tag me in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Conquer your best.